your shirt off. Take your shirt off. Plantain.
Wagwan, what's good? How you feeling? I'm your lovely host, Scans. Welcome back to another episode of the world's most reckless football show. It's been a whirlwind week in football. First of all, Tottenham, they got knocked out the FA Cup and Eric Dier morphed into Roman Reigns and jumped into the crowd. In Spain is an all-basket affair in the Copa del Rey. In the French Cup, we have PSG and Saint Etienne. And in Brazil, Ronaldinho, the legend, he's going out sad. His post-football retirement career has just been one mistake after the other. And now Dino's been arrested in Paraguay for passport issues. Let's see if his fellow right winger Bolsonaro can bail him out. It's Champions League this week, baby. Let's get straight into it. This week, again, all the leagues just kick off and there's always so much drama. So let's just start off in France. In France, the PSG Strasbourg game was called off because of coronavirus. Marseille drew. Monaco lost to Nice. Lyon lost to Lille. And again, I keep saying, man, this league, there's just nothing but talent just brewing just everywhere. Every team has some sort of player that you just feel like in the next couple of years is going to be a super talented player. I mean, look at Bordeaux, for example. Josh Mata scored, and I'm a big fan of Josh Mata. I'm glad that he moved from Sunderland to France. So, Coach, do you have anything you want to talk about in this league that you saw?
Yeah, OGC Nice. No, I'm joking. Nice. They beat Monaco. Another red card for Monaco. I'm pretty sure every time I watch Monaco this year, they've had red cards just falling out of their ears, should I say. Ben Yedder got a goal yesterday, but Kasper Dolberg hit them with the buzzer beater in the 93rd minute of play. And then we got Rennes beating the stuffing out of Montpellier 5-0. Yeah. What else can you say there? I mean, Rennes literally did not let them breathe. And my favourite team in Ligue A, Brest, unfortunately, they lost against Stade Reims. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Ligue A.
Well, let's move over to Spain. Unbelievable. Atletico Madrid scored more than one goal. They scored two. And not just that, it was Alvaro Morata who scored. And João Felix has a nice little cameo. But unfortunate for them, they drew 2-2 because Sevilla came in and Sevilla tied. And yeah, that's that with them. Our favorite Sociedad, they got screwed over by the just the way of life. I mean, Barcelona won 1-0 with a penalty, which, I mean, honestly, I don't...
UEFA Lona.
Yeah.
UEFA Lona.
I really don't think that was a penalty, but I mean, hey, you know, we live in a different world and so does Barcelona. And then Real Madrid, they lost to Betis. And the good thing for Karim Benzema, not only did he get a goal, he also got the assist that Betis scored. So shout out to Benzema. Coach, do you have anything to talk about that happened in this league this week?
Yeah, I mean, just quickly back to the Real Madrid result. The most fascinating thing I think about it all is the fact that Joaquin is still playing. Literally, I remember playing with him on Pro 2 or Pro 3. Him and Denilson, they were the wingers at Betis. And everybody used to like using them because they were quick and they could shoot. So yeah, I mean, shout out to Joaquin for taking care of his body. Yeah, that's it pretty much. I mean, we got UEFA Lona doing what they need to do. Valencia going out, you know, sad again. Getafe beating, Getafe drawing against Celta Vigo, another red card in that game. They should be interesting against Inter. But yeah, I think that's it for La Liga.
Yeah, I mean, let's go over to Italy where coronavirus has impacted the league super heavy. I mean, all the fixtures are being played behind closed doors, which is a good thing because now we don't have to have the racismo, and that's kind of, you know, battling the coronavirus. So it's kind of good that we don't get to see that much racism in Italy. And over in the big game of the week, Juventus and Inter played, and let's just say that Ashley Young, he might just need to come back to England next year and just call it a career because what Dybala did to him was actually very rude, almost elderly abuse, what he did to him, not once, but twice. And they lost 2-0 to Juventus. Ramsey and Dybala scored. And Coach, anything you can talk about?
Yeah, I mean, that's Aaron Ramsey just showing that, you know, what a big game player he is. You know, he struggled with injuries, but whenever he's been called upon, pretty much he's delivered. So, I mean, I'm happy for him. Can't say I'm happy for Juventus per se, but definitely happy for him. So yeah, let's let's hope that he can stay fit between now and the end of the Euros at least.
Yeah. Let's go over to Germany. Leipzig, you lied to us, man. Why? Why'd you do that? More drop points? I don't think these guys actually want to win the league. I just think they just want to exist. But at least Julian Nagelsmann has drip. That's the most important thing. Dortmund are holding on strong. They won 2-1, even though they rested Jadon Sancho, and they still managed to win 2-1. Leverkusen, they put the beat down on Frankfurt. Bunch of American kids scored, so if you're a big fan of USA soccer players, you go take a look and see some of your young fellow compatriots scored this weekend. And over the weekend on Friday, I actually watched Colin Paderborn because Paderborn's left back is Nigerian, and the right back for Cologne now, Kingsley Ezebue, he's now got caught up in Nigeria, and he is absolutely rapid. So shout out to Nigeria for calling him up because that kid is, he's fast as I don't know what. So, Coach, anything you talk about with that?
Yeah, I mean, back to the Bayer Leverkusen game. Just a word on the number 7, Paulinho. I mean, very, very, very handy player there. And Kai Havertz as well, playing up front as well, was very interesting because he is pretty much an attacking midfielder, but he's obviously very, very versatile. I mean, I liken him to Dele Alli, but I definitely feel like he's a much better footballer than Dele Alli. But he very much is the type of player that I'd like to see probably further, just a little bit further away from goal, because I feel like his timing of his runs are a lot better rather than being the first player up the pitch. What else happened in the Bundesliga? Oh, of course, Bayern Munich won 2-0 against the mighty Augsburg. Let's just see where Augsburg are placed in the Bundesliga quickly. Do you mind if I just check my notes here? Yeah. So we had obviously Thiago played. Glad everyone needs to know that Thiago played. And Augsburg are placed. They are placed. They're placed 14th. Yeah, they're placed 14th. They have 27 points from 25 games. Just so you know. Just making sure that we're all clear.
Just league them all, the English league. I mean, England just continues to go to full Barclays. I mean, just take a look at Crystal Palace and Watford. Last week, Watford beat Liverpool 3-0. This week, they lose 1-0 to Crystal Palace. But then again, Andre Ayew is celebrating Ghana Independence Day. So shout out to Ghana and shout out to, you guys doing that. Liverpool scraped by Bournemouth. Arsenal beat West Ham. That game was so hard to watch. It was basically watching the Yo Romero Israel Adesanya fight. That's literally the same thing that happened.
Any Niger, they know they can relax. Like that, easy, done.
Saint Maximum, he showed out, did a backflip. Sheffield United keep on moving. Tottenham look horrible, and Ndombele cannot breathe or run. And Mourinho called him out for it, as per. And it's Jose Mourinho, man. Chelsea beat Everton 4-0. They beat the hell out of them. And Billy Gilmore is really, really, really good. That kid has a really bright future. And United, my goodness, my team, you guys make me so happy, man. Like, I'm just gushing right now. Everybody, all players who played today, all 14 of you guys did a great job. So shout out to United. Coach, you have anything to talk about with that?
Yeah, I'll just carry on from United. City after half an hour literally ran out of ideas. I mean, and what's funny, in that half an hour, United still had the better chances. And then after that, it was pretty much just, a suffocation for City. Pep absolutely was on his sabbatical. Like, he's been on sabbatical pretty much since December, I think. So yeah, after this season, we won't be seeing him in the Barclays anymore, I don't think. Arsenal, again, pretty much the team selection is a bit worried. If you're an Arsenal fan, I'd be worried a bit about the team selection and some of the tactics as well. I feel like Arteta obviously hasn't got the best bunch to work with. And as a young manager, I feel like he's still trying to establish himself as a figure of authority. So maybe that's part of the issue with him and Maitland-Niles, because there isn't any other reason why he shouldn't be playing him. I mean, he's by far and away the best option we have at right back, and probably could still play a lot better than some of the guys in midfield currently as well. Wolves and Brighton, yeah, a 0-0 draw. Nobody would want to watch that back. But it's good if you're an Arsenal fan because you've clawed back some points on them as well. Sheffield United are going to be right there to the end, but I don't expect them to finish in the top 7, top 8. And yeah, what can we say about Mourinho and Ndombele? It's the classic Mourinho versus a player part 9,000. So yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Listen, I advise you don't really want to beef with me. Please. Oh, you mad because I'm styling on you.
Very interesting though. Raheem Sterling's dreams, because boy, what Aaron Wan-Bissaka did to him. Listen. Aaron Wan-Bissaka really put out the stop and frisk Mike Bloomberg policy on him, because my God, that was it was just bad, man. Raheem couldn't do anything. Aaron just had him just straight up just Gary Payton 1990 defense on him. It was still, yeah. But in other fixtures, because we consume a lot of football. I don't think you guys understand. We consume entirely way too much football. We watch basically everything. The MLS is back in full swing. Inter Miami, they need...
My wife left me.
Yeah, apparently she left him. Inter Miami, they need some milk badly. They lost to DC United. By the way, DC United, if any of you guys are familiar with DC United, why do you guys wear those red shorts? Can you please stop? Because just wear it all black. It looks much better. A Nigeria scored for Toronto, because we never did carry last ever. No Joseph Martinez. Atlanta still finds a way. And in MLS this weekend, what really sums up, there was more draws in this league this week than IKEA. Leeds are back on top of the championship. So many fun teams and players in the championship. Derby, QPR, Brentford, all got big wins. And the battle for motion just keeps getting more fun. And one of the highlights of the weekend for me, even though Ajax won, is they played against Heracles, and they have a player called Chidera Ejuke. If you're Nigerian, you should be really excited, because this kid is he's a problem. He's an absolute problem. He had Daily Blind on he just had Daily Blind on smoke, poor Daily Blind. He's a guy just getting back from heart surgery, and now he's got to make his heart work even more because he's getting nutmegged all over the place. It's just not nice. So, Coach, anything else you saw this weekend you want to kind of talk about in any of the leagues?
I think we've covered it. Just a quick word on the championship. Definitely, anybody that wants to follow it between now and end of the season, I honestly suggest you start watching from the playoffs. The playoffs are always fire. Seriously, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. So yeah, watch out for the playoffs in the championship in England.
And that's our roundup for all the league play this week. It's Champions League week, baby, and let's just get straight into the predictions. Tottenham, Leipzig. Coach, who do you have?
Leipzig.
Fair. I have Leipzig also, and then Valencia, Atalanta. We're not going to talk about that. Whatever.
Yeah, let's just not.
Liverpool, Atletico Madrid. I have Atletico. Coach, who do you have?
Reluctantly, I have Liverpool.
Fair. And PSG Dortmund. Coach, I'll let you have this one.
PSG.
Same here at PSG too. And Europa League is back this week, and that's just the football this week. And Arsenal play Man City on Wednesday. Tomorrow is Leicester and Aston Villa, and Friday there's more games. So there's always something to watch this week. That's really what we're telling you. Watch more football. It's good for you.
I'll tell you what. The best thing about Arsenal playing Man City on Wednesday, the fact that nobody's going to watch us get the stuffing beaten out of us because there's going to be Champions League football.
And that's the way we end this segment. All right, so I want you guys to think back to a simpler time. 2004-ish. What were you guys doing in 2004? I was going to high school. Coach, what were you doing in 2004?
I was also in secondary school, probably getting kicked out of class for doing something stupid, I suppose, yeah.
Do you know what was stupid? That's we won't do it again? Wearing 3 polos at one time. When you did that? You know what I'm talking about? You wear hella polos at one time? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No, because unfortunately I did not commit grievous crimes, so no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, Kanye used to wear polos with the backpack.
And he should be jailed. So
we want to ask you guys a question. 16 years later, we're in 2020. Why on Allah's green earth are you guys thinking that polo kits are cool? Like, especially the Portuguese one. Do you want to work at Pizza Hut? Is that what you want to do? Is that your whole thing? It's like we at the Shirtless Plantain show, we're very like, we love menswear. Hashtag menswear. That's a thing of ours. But why do you guys like the polo kits? Like we just want to know why. Like just why? Coach, do you have anything to add?
I mean, the Netherlands kit is a complete abomination as well. That looks like, do you know what it looks like? Everybody has a Steve. They have a Steve from IT that on Dress Down Friday, he comes in his polo shirt. That's what he does. He comes in his polo shirt, reveals his little Popeye the Sailor Man tattoo, because he thinks he's cool, and his little polo shirt with, I don't know, a little design and whatnot. That is essentially what the Netherlands kit is. And to be honest, Nike, you really, really, really let Nas down with this. I won't be buying it, and I really hope nobody else will. In fact, if I was Virgil van Dijk and the rest of them, I would protest. I would not be wearing that in the Euros because it's shocking.
Do you know what they really look like? You remember the cartoon Dilbert? They look like Dilbert.
Yeah.
And I think that's enough slander of kids because we could keep going. And I don't want to keep going, and it's gonna make me go back to the old place. So what we're trying to say here is this: stop wearing those polos. It's not good for you, man. Just please stop. We want better for you. We want you to do better, and that's all we hear.
They suck.
Yeah, we just want better for you. But Nike, if you do want to send us some of those polo kids, we will wear it. We appreciate you guys, honestly. Just continuing to interact with us on our Twitter, on our Instagram, on all of our social channels. We really appreciate you guys for all the love and support. And we want to give our love and support to all the wonderful ladies out there that's doing their thing, and not just football, but just throughout the world. You guys keep us going. And especially right now, today's International Women's Day. And we want you guys to watch more women's football. There's the She Believes Cup that's going on, and just continue to watch that. Coach, you have any suggestions for?
Yeah, I mean, just my all my memories of women's football growing up. I mean, I'm talking about players like Hannah Lundberg, Marta, Rachel Yankee. Like, there's been always so much quality. Like when the women's footballers excel, they excel ridiculously, and it is just it's something that I really hope going forward that we can all just essentially just support a lot more. I mean, it is still very much in its infancy in a lot of places around the world as well. So I feel like it should definitely be something that going forward we all support, and it is entertaining, and I feel like there should be a lot more dialogue into how the game can be improved, how it can be, if there needs to be changes to certain rule sets or certain parameters that's different from the men's game. I'm all for it, just to make it much more respectful, will make it much more interesting for the average fan, because it's we have to be honest here and say that a lot of people are just not interested in it for whatever reason, and whatever we can do to help improve the interest in it, I'm all for it, definitely.
Yeah, and I agree with him. I mean, I have a cousin growing up. She used to play for Arsenal's ladies, and there was a lot of talented women growing up. So we just want to grow not just the men's game, but the women's game especially. So, from us at the Shirtless Plantain Show, please continue to like, subscribe, comment, and follow us on all of our social channels. And we'll be back for more coverage of the leagues and everything next week. So we're out. Peace.
Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off. Plantain. Plantain show. Take your shirt